Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, freaks and geeks, and once again, it is time for the real with Dom and the lovely Sam.
And this time, we'll maybe get it on the air. It's not going to be on time this week because, well, I was away.
Life happens. We get busy sometimes, but we always come together like Voltron to make a show happen. So, Mighty Morphin, Power Rangers out.
See, I was at my alumni homecoming, and I literally got home at 9 o'clock last night. There was no way I was going to record, edit, and upload. Not going to happen.
No. We understand each other's moments where we need to be away from each other.
Well, and we tried to record it before I left, but then the night before the day I left, Dom was having one of Dom's days, as we all do. And then the day of, I was just scatterbrained. I was getting things ready, because I brought my cat with me. Huffle went on a little adventure. So it was me and Huffle, and we were gone Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, and we came back late Monday. But anyway, so what's going on with Dom besides the fact that he lost last week's file recording, so we missed a week in there?
Not much. Just trying to survive school and keeping it moving the best way possible. Just same old Dom, different station, different day, different channel, same shit on the different channel. I can't complain. But man, just been running into some things, being real introspective. It happens like once a week. That just means I need to write some new lyrics or something. When I get emotional, that just happens. That means my Edgar Allan Poe has to come out and I have to start writing new stuff out or do something, but I can't figure out what I gotta do.
Yeah.
It's kind of stuck.
Well, see, Dom and I talked for a good hour before we decided to record tonight, because, well, we needed to catch up.
Yeah, we always do though. Like, that's how it makes it feel so good. We're not going off a script that we talked about. These are actually conversations that we might have had already, but we decided to talk about it because that's what you do with friends. If you watch that 70s show and you realize that they've had the same conversation in every season, reoccurring, but that's what you do with your friends. I swear to God, I don't know how many times I can talk to my buddies about the same game or movie or reference that we always used, or you always come back to, hey, remember that one time? This is what the show's about. So listen here. The one thing that me and Sam just discussed was feeling kind of stuck.
Well, stuck and lonely. And I'm not right now because, well, I just got back from a weekend with my friends. But give it time and I will get where Dom is right now.
Yeah, give it about a week. 2 weeks before that dopamine wears off and that a cloud of happiness fades away and the light of, oh crap, I'm alone.
Well, I still got my cat. I'm like, Dom, he doesn't have a cat.
You got a cat, but you need human interaction. Well, I guess you got me, but
Well, I can call and text my other friends. But it's true. It's nothing like getting together, unplugging from your cell phone, and being like, so, this totally happened, and we're totally hanging out. Now, don't get me wrong. I played around with my new camera this weekend, but I can tell you, Sunday, Monday, all day, my phone was turned off. It was not dead. It was turned off. So what does that tell you?
Man, it's always a good time to be living.
Because I was just like, I don't really want to deal with that right now. I kind of wanted to live into the moment. So I taped some stuff from Saturday, and that will go up on my channel when I edit it together. But,
let the madness begin.
Yeah. I don't know. sometimes it's nice to unplug. I am the type of person that I need to be doing something. Like when I'm talking to someone, like I can't just sit still unless I'm in person. So like when I talk to Dom, I fidget all the time. I like play with my hair, like surf my phone. And it's not because I'm not like interested in our conversation. It's just, you know.
Yeah.
And Dom's like listening to music in the background and, you know.
Yeah, I'm always doing something. I'm back into my mode of thinking. But yeah, it's always good to unplug. Like, I think unplugging for me is, I do it, and I've never been one of those people that I don't adopt media fast. Of any social media type, I don't adopt it fast because I believe in mass conspiracies to control the masses. But that's just for another episode on another rant for another time. But that's one thing I find it hard today to make friends, even in college, is because everybody's on their phone.
Yeah.
If you're not phone using all the time, you can't talk to me. Like, I always find it funny when I like get to know a woman and she wants to text. Now, mind you, I have horrible spelling, so that's my weak point in the game. They can't do the spelling. So once I found out Google had the Google, active phone thingy, that saved me some. But still, I like to know if I'm pissing you off. I want to hear the sound of your voice. I even want to hear, the fluctuations to see when I can catch you. If I'm going saying something that's kind of irking you, but you don't want to tell me, and I can just tell by the way your voice sounds. I like video chat a lot. It makes it a lot better for people like me, I guess. In the sense that,
well, we video chat all the time.
Yeah, it's the face-to-face interaction, but being a disabled person and being a person in general, we all feel alone, regardless if we have a disability or not. But I think with a disability, sometimes we have the moments of real introspectiveness, where we look real deep inside ourselves, and it becomes a very interesting place. It's like a meditation without the chant. You just end up becoming into this place with your mind and your thoughts, and kind of locking in on this one idea. Maybe it's a negative idea, maybe it's positive, but because we don't move at speed of lightning speed like most people do, it takes some time. And you do need those times where you, like Sam said, when you're with your friends, you gotta unplug, because you realize you're not alone. Even though you consciously know that in your mind, but sometimes in your soul you kind of feel like you just have a complete disconnect.
Well, my friend put it wisely this weekend. He said, you don't always need to mix business with pleasure. Okay? Yeah. Because, like, we were talking about my life and my insurance and wheelchair dealer issues and, or providers, as they call them. And, he's like, I understand why you didn't bring the paperwork with you. Because you needed to clear your head.
Yeah. So when you walk away from something for just a small period of time, let it be, paperwork, paper that you're working on, or something that you're working on. Leave it alone for a few minutes, maybe a day or two. You'll figure out better, because your mind's not fully focused on that, and all you're seeing is the negative. It helps. I know for me it does.
For me, like, I stepped away from that this weekend, and now I'd say I need a couple days to just regroup and pull together, like, my video editing and the podcast work and all of that before I throw myself back into business paperwork, such as my, the stuff with the insurance, and, like, I'll get to it, and I'll get to it in a timely manner, but give me,
You don't need to be overwhelmed too in dealing with the insurance, and that's kind of a new foreground for you in some sense.
Well, it's just give me a few days to get home and to do the things I love. And the things I love are videos and, you know, catching up on the things I missed on, because I've set that aside to be with my friends. And when I get to that point, you know, then I will get to this paperwork and I'll go through it, because I'll be like, I won't feel like I'm obligated to do it. Like, I know I have to do it, and I know it's a good thing for me to do it, but I won't feel like I'm being forced to do it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's more of a task that you just gotta step away from. It's that's the artist in you, as I like to call it, because it's gonna, when we step away from a project, let it be anything that you do artistically. It's kind of, you have to take a step back. The rapper Rakim says it best. There's a line that says, when he starts to sink into the paper like he was ink, when he's stuck and he can't figure out what next to say, he escapes, and then he walks away like for a day or two, and then he finishes with the line, because you can't always focus on one project. You fall into it too deep. You're sucked into the stress of it. So when you walk away for a few days, you know.
And like, don't get me wrong, I love my mom, I really do, but like, she wants me to go through that paperwork tomorrow, because, well, you know, her philosophy is, I had a few days off this weekend. And I'm thinking, but I didn't really have a few days off. I just changed what I was doing.
And it's always lingering in your mind, because you're the type of person, kind of like me, where it's going to be there. It's, even if you're having a good time, the minute the good time stops, or you have a moment of brief, like, the first thing that's gonna pop in your head is the important stuff.
Yeah, and so, like, I need a couple days here to just do what I want to do and get my videos going and get everything back where it should be, and then I'll get to it. You know what I mean.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I want to start making more music again, but I just don't feel like I have the right things to say, because I'm stressed out about everything, and that's how I relieve my stress, since I don't do any drugs or alcohol.
Well,
I don't have any heavy vices.
Well, I don't either.
Well, you went out and shot film and did Sam things.
Well, yeah, and I had a couple drinks with my friends, but
that's Sam's thing. Dom's things is locking myself in a room with a bunch of anime comic books and decide to be like, by the time I'm out of here, I'll have a whole half an album done, because I didn't stuck myself in this universe that only I know how to live in.
See, right now I feel like I need to work on the podcast. I need to work on the videos. Like, that's where I should throw my focus right at the moment.
That's because it's your universe. It's your sanctuary.
And so
let me ask you this, listeners. If you comment below on Sam's page when she posts this to YouTube, what is your sanctuary? Because with me, my room is my sanctuary, but also it's a place where I can collect my thoughts collectively and stare at some white walls and find some purpose in between what I'm thinking about. Sometimes it's a dark place. It's not always a sanctuary, but for the most part, it helps me find peace. I don't know what Sam's is. I would assume her room as well, because if you guys seen it, it's pretty epic.
They've seen bits and pieces if they watch my other video, but I don't give away all my secrets, Dom.
Oh yeah, Lady never shows her secrets. She knows secrets excite me, so therefore I will be kept entertained for a long time, listeners.
For Christ's sakes, I'm sitting on a couple videos. I'm sitting on that homecoming video that I shot with my new camera, and then I'm sitting on this video that I shot of Hufflepuff's new toy.
Hufflepuff. Once again, once an episode she brought it up, so if you can call him and tell me she can bring him down, please count along.
Oh, come on. She is, like, she's part of my world.
She is part of your world, though.
Like, she's important to me. She was important enough to me to pack up all of her shit and bring her with me this weekend.
Yeah, like, I feel like, I don't know, not much is going on. I actually went outside Sunday for like the first time in a long time outside of just going to school. Went to the comic book shop, got my nerd on for a minute. Talked about games and stuff, so.
Well, Dom, I think, has needed to unwind for a while.
Yeah, I get into these modes. Like, I won't create anything, I won't do anything for a while because I don't feel it within me. And then when I feel it within me, it's like a volcano. Everything just starts to come up.
Yeah, like, for this podcast, we had no topic. We're just like, well, whatever's going on in our lives.
Yeah, you know, she might have made her boyfriend at the homecoming.
Oh, I did not meet a boyfriend. I did not. No.
Don't let her fool you. She's trying to play it off. Me, on the other hand, what I do this weekend. Oh, so I am now obsessed with other new shows that Fox has put out.
And which shows are that?
Well, here's the shows. Gotta love Grandfather. Cause John Stamos and Josh.
I haven't seen it. Is it any good? I want to.
It's funny. It's hilarious. And then what else? Minority Report's pretty good. If you like the movie, it's pretty dope. Gotham, of course, because I'm a super nerd. No questions asked about that. New season of Bones was good. What else have I watched?
The new season of Bones started?
Yeah.
I'm missing the new seasons of Bones, Grandfathered, Criminal Minds, and there's something else that recently came out that I wanted to watch too.
And then Undateable comes back.
Don't watch that.
Friday. But I do, and it's based in Detroit, so I have to really watch it. So it's like, yeah, I'm Undateable.
I'm waiting for Grimm to come back.
Grimm will come back at the end of this month, I think. Yeah, the 30th. Good stuff. See, that's what me and her do on our spare time. Most of our conversations go into, hey, did you ever figure out the laws behind this? And then like, oh, did you watch that episode too? That's pretty awesome. See, ladies and gentlemen, this is what the real talk is. It's just two friends talking about regular old things. We throw some disability awareness in there for you, for those that ain't disabled, and for those that are, we're speaking the language of the people.
Okay, Dom. So I just stumbled on this. People pissing their pants for equality.
Whoa.
I'm like, what the? I know this switches the topic completely, but what?
Hey man, this is how we really do talk. So let's switch topics. So people pissing their pants for unity?
For equality, something about to support rape victims who soil themselves during the act of a rape.
Or they soil themselves at night in bed.
No, it's for the people who for the rape, like, soil themselves during a rape. I don't know. I just stumbled on it in Facebook, and then I was reading this article, and apparently, while we were talking, yeah, I multitask, and it was something about, it started on Tumblr, and now like people are posting pictures and videos of themselves pissing their pants on the internet with the hashtag piss for equality. Google it, Dom. Seriously, Google it right now.
I believe you.
Google it right now.
Okay, piss. I'm gonna talk to my computer for a second here. I'm Googling it right now. Piss for equality. Piss for equality.
Dom's using the dragon type speak thing into his computer so he can search.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Did you find it?
Yeah. I don't know if I can piss my pants for equality. Unless I'm able to use the Billy Madison line afterwards. Like, you're not cool unless you pee your pants.
So, what do you think about it?
I get the message because I have a friend that is a victim of that, and she has some weird issues. And no judgment. And I get it, but peeing your pants, just extreme. Like, you're not feeling their pain, so why would you do such a thing to yourself? But I don't know, man. I'm confused right now.
Literally, it's weird.
My pills are kicking in because I take nighttime meds, and yeah. So if I'm a little loopy right now, don't mind me.
Okay, it's one thing after another with these like feminist activist things right now. And don't get me wrong, I believe in equal rights and equal freedom of speech, and women are treated equally and all of these things, and that things shouldn't be stereotyped and women shouldn't be held down for things. But I'm wondering if it's going a little too far, if it's going a little too commercialized.
Well, it's going to be a fad now. It's not really going to be a movement for solidarity. It's going to get people weird because you're doing something shocking. And yeah, a lot of young ladies and a lot of young men are like, yeah, hold on, I'll help you. But at the same time, people want to see people pissed in pants, not really know what the cause is. It's kind of like the ice bucket challenge.
That was for, like, I can't remember if it was Alzheimer's or something else. LAF? Lou Gehrig's disease. Lou Gehrig's disease. It was for one of them.
So, and that really didn't become a fad because people were actually donating money. But this is not doing nothing but just giving you awareness, but you're peeing your pants as you're giving people awareness. I don't know. Like I said, I'm at a loss for words.
That's kind of strange from a Dom.
Yeah, for me, I'm at a loss of words. Normally, not at a loss of words for much. I can actually spin this if I actually, if I was actually running at full capacity.
When did Dom take his meds?
I took it like 8:30, and they finally kicked in.
2 hours ago.
She's gonna see, if you could see me right now, I'm leaning to one side. Slowly, though.
Yeah, but I think we both do that. Like, right now, I'm sitting on my foot.
But that's what we've been up to. Ladies and gentlemen.
I suggest, Dom schedule some time to be with his friends.
I would like that, very much so.
I know it's like us. You have to schedule things a little bit more. You can't just fly by the seat of your pants, even though you really want to at times, but you just can't.
Yeah, and it's something that it takes a lot of. That's how you also know who your true friends are. It's a good thing to note, is that when you're dealing with people not in our situation, to really understand who your true friends are is really a big thing in the sense because a lot of people fight like live by the seat of their pants.
Mhm.
Where like me, for instance, I have to schedule everything pretty much.
Well, and the thing is, a lot of people our age fly by the seat of your pants. Like right now, I wish I could just pack up, move everything, and not think twice.
Me too. I wish I could like just get up when somebody's like, "Hey, you want to do that?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's do that now." Like,
And technically, I mean, I'm at the age where I probably should be able to do that. Like, I'm not married. I don't have any kids. I'm in my mid-20s, which is scary to think about. And I have my college education. But I'm just, like, trying to find a job. And then once I find a job, find a place to live. Or maybe deciding whether or not to find a place to live with some government funding help. And then find a job? I don't know. I'm in a catch-22 right now.
yeah, like for me, I just I'm trying to figure. I really wanted a relationship with a couple young ladies, and it wasn't that it was a bad thing, and it just once again the disability is kind of a barrier that some people can't see around.
Unfortunately, that's very, very true.
But yeah, I'm in the boat. I'm not graduating from college, but I live on my own. I'm 25, and I just wish sometimes that I had at least somebody around, because sometimes I do feel kind of alone. I know, even though I know I'm not. Like that's the big thing. Like I think that's the big thing with any human being, but I think that's a bigger thing with people with any disability, because we can't look on TV and be like, I relate to you guy that looks and sounds like me, or I relate to you woman that looks and sounds like me, or there's not really a public figure either that you can be like.
So okay, well, I was talking to my good friend, and they help people with disabilities and whatnot, and she is in the marketing department, the marketing PR department.
I have a friend that doesn't know.
And we were really good friends in college. We're still really good friends. I actually crashed at her house this weekend. But she asked me on the way home how I felt about sometimes their organization covers people's cases on like their flyer or their weekly or monthly release magazine.
News head, yeah.
Whatever it is. And she's like, some of our clients aren't really happy about being featured in it. And she's like, well, how do you feel about it? And I said, it's kind of a catch-22, because like we see ourselves as normal. Like not everybody wants to be show-offy. We just kind of want to blend in and live a normal everyday life. But I can see why it's like inspiring, or why people think it's inspiring. And her issue is sometimes to get like people those jobs and stuff they need, you have to turn it around and make them like inspiring, and you know what I mean?
You gotta play the hand that dealt. That's one of the things I talked about in one of the earlier. I think the very first show was disability porn, in the sense that we inspire people, and I'm not talking about like porn, like people with disabilities doing the deed. I'm talking about we are pimped by the simple fact that we make able-bodied people feel better about their life sometimes. Like we can sell ourselves, and it will help another guy in our situation. You know what I'm saying? Like I mentor other young men with disabilities. And so my pain, my struggle helps them, guide them through some things. But like, what they want to give me in a newsletter, it's to help the company look good and to get the jobs, but it's also to say, look at the good work we did. And then for some people, it's going to be like, oh, those poor children, my life is so good now. I felt horrible 5 minutes ago, but I feel better about my life. And like she said, it's a catch-22. But at the same time, I've been in letterheads. I've been in newspapers. I've actually been in a couple newspapers, lots of newspapers. I wonder if Detroit News Free Press has my paper. I can find it because that photo was amazing. But yeah, like it's kind of hard to say. Like, would you want to be pimped? Because like, look at. I always tell people if they're gonna use me to their advantage to make themselves look good, you better be greasing my palms somehow.
Well, she's like, I really want to feature you. And she's like, can you come work for me so I can feature you? And I don't know, I just didn't answer. But she also told me last night on our ride home that the main issue with a lot of these programs that we work with, and I know Dom's been involved with several of them, is that they have a capability and they know how to work with people that are low functioning a lot of the time. They don't know how to work with a lot of people who are like high functioning that need the help too.
Yeah, it's kind of the truth. Like, the crazier you are, the more disabled you are, the better help you'll get. And if you're less disabled, you'd still get good help because they know how to help somebody with minors. See, I'm in between. I'm a B. B's need a lot of assistance in one area, not enough assistance, not a lot of assistance in the other. And sometimes it's irritating because you do feel more, like I said, once again, this topic, this word's gonna come up 6 counter, alone. Like, you feel this because you don't fit into those categories and everybody seems to not understand you and you're getting pushed left and right and shit just ain't go right. But I don't know, for me it's just irritating.
Well, it is irritating, and it's like, do you want us to lie? I mean, there are very much high functioning people out there. Obviously, you bumped into like Dom and I, but, and I understand like the extra help that's needed for the low functioning people, and that's great. That's really great that they can help them, but they don't seem to have that balance. You know what I'm going for, Dom?
Yeah, because like I said, I've been in programs where, they didn't like the fact that I was going to college. They didn't like the fact that, I was just being myself and I wasn't doing anything wrong. But it's like my company now, it's like they want individuals, but they don't never treat people with the respect that they deserve on like a deep level.
What do you mean?
Because they don't, just like she said, they think people are either A or C, mostly C. Because I run into a lot of people with cognitive disabilities than physical ones.
A lot more people with cognitive disabilities than physical ones?
Yep.
So, you think that's the issue?
Yeah, but every disability has its time in the history of people. Like, think about it. Cerebral palsy was a big ass thing when we were kids. That and spinal bifida.
What?
It was big. Kids kept having spinal bifida and cerebral palsy. Now kids have autism.
I know, but we still have.
But it's not getting as much spotlight right now.
Well, and I'm sure there's still kids today that are born with what we have.
Yeah, there always will be, but it's not getting the spotlight, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna see an attorney talking about, do you feel neglected as your children got cerebral palsy? Pay this for negligence. Where like autism is like, it's in the serum and it's probably not, and then like, left and right people just talk, crazy stuff.
I didn't really think about it. Yeah, I guess. Like, our disability was more, like, advertised is a good word for it when we were younger.
Yeah, it was seen. Now autism is seen. Everybody, all these kids who are coming up these days, they have a form of Asperger's when they could just be socially fucking awkward. Who knows? But it's all good. Get more awareness. Muscular dystrophy is another good one, but muscular dystrophy needs to be more aware because people come up with it multiple, and then multiple sclerosis was one of them for a little while, but this new thing is autism.
And not saying that autism isn't important, and not saying that any of these other diseases aren't important, because they're just as important, but, Tom brings up a really good point. Like, I think everything goes through a cycle, and so the same thing is not as prevalent or as trendy, but it's all still happening in the background. Like, I'm sure autism and all of that was in the background when we were young.
Yeah, it was.
Like, it was still happening, it just wasn't talked about.
Yeah, because when I was in grade school, and in middle school and high school, I kept running into kids with different things, and at first I didn't know what they were, and then, like, when I got to middle school, I found out, autism, and the things not to do and the things to do through my teacher, because, we want to interact with the kids still, like, what I'm saying, like, he's still a normal kid, he's got some few ticks, and that's what's ever.
Yeah. It's just one of those things. Well, do you have anything you want to say, Dom?
No, man, I think this was a great episode.
Yeah, I'm thinking we might cut tonight's episode a little short. Usually we run it an hour, but we're at, about 35 minutes or so. A little more than that. And I need to catch up on a few things because I just got home, and Dom looks like a zombie. He's about ready to hit the sack, I'm sure. And Huffle has not had her dinner yet.
So 2 times she's referred to Huffle.
3.
See, she's kept count. So with that being said, boys and girls, freaks and geeks, it is me, the man, Dom, and the beautiful, lovely, in better manner than I am, Sam.
Yeah, I guess tonight I did carry the show a bit, but, we all have our moments.
Signing off with a peace.
Have a good night, everyone. Bye.